Bring back rock. Hey, it's Dean and welcome to Bring Back Rock. Today we're talking about a new band called Leather Duchess. If you like bands like Dirty Looks or Dangerous Toys, especially if you like Dangerous Toys, because the first time I heard this band, I thought Jason Mcmaster had another project he was singing on. If you like those bands, you'll like this band. I also recently got a chance to sit down with lead singer of Leather Duchess, Tyler Heath. I'm going to try to drop that video and this video at the same time. So if you see the interview and you want to hear some music but don't have a streaming service, you can come here. Or if you see this video and like what you hear, you can go and check out the interview with Tyler Heath. He was super cool. Can't thank him enough for spending time with us. I really appreciated it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Leather Duchess. We're going to play those music samples I talked about, and I will catch up with you at the end of the video. Leather Duchess formed in the summer of 2014 when singer Tyler Heath and guitarist Mark Edgar left Oklahoma for LA. There they met Jake the Animal Wolf. He was a bassist and lead singer in a local band, but he also played drums and agreed to fill in for the band until a permanent drummer could be found. Problem is, he melded so well with the guys in the band that he's been behind the kit ever since. A second guitarist, Storm Rolls, was in the band. He knew a guy named Colton Seaver who was moving down to LA from Sacramento. Now, Colton played guitar and bass, and he became the band's bass player. And with that lineup, they played their first show on August 8th, 2014. Colton Seaver left the band before the band's first album as he had some personal issues to deal with. So Jake Wolf, who I mentioned played bass and sang in his last band, played bass and drums on the first release, 2018's Gunslinger, released on Revolt Records. Since then, guitarist Storm Rolls has left the band, but Colton Seaver has returned to play bass. The current lineup is Tyler Heath on vocals, Mark Edgar on guitar, Colton Seaver on bass, and Jake Wolf on drums. Their second album, Fatal Moon, was released at the end of 2022, both albums on Revolt Records. A common theme musically for the members, as they mentioned their favorite bands, were bands like Wasp, Dangerous Toys, Motley Crue, Aerosmith, AC/DC, and Kiss. Guitarist Mark Edgar lists Joe Perry as his main influence, along with Aerosmith and Kiss music. Jake Wolf, the drummer, lists Aerosmith and Motley as big influences, and Tommy Lee as his main inspiration on drums. Jake also does the producing for Leather Duchess. Colton Seaver, the bass player, lists Kiss, Motley Crue, and Wasp as some of his influences, and those bands' larger-than-life bass players as his bigger influences, those being Gene Simmons for Kiss, Nikki Sixx for Motley Crue, and Blackie Lawless for Wasp. Tyler Heath's big influence, he listed Wasp, Dangerous Toys, Bon Scott, and outlaw country artists such as Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings. Tyler has a ton of projects. You can watch my interview to hear more about that and get the details. I wanted to mention that Colton Seaver also has a second project called Jet Black Romance that's worth checking out. Now, Leather Duchess, even though they recently released Fatal Moon, are writing for their third release, so keep an eye and ear out for that. Now, on to some music, and I'll catch up with you at the end.
If I got a wedding, court date, a job interview, and I'm needing to look my best, there's a super sacred material that's sure to outshine the rest. I don't want cotton or corduroy, I wouldn't be caught dead in silk. I want the magisterial skin of a bovine. What is the milk? White leather, strapped so tight. White leather, feels alright. White leather, I'm looking good. White the love, the Lucifer's magic that makes you numb. The passion and all the pain of one sleeping in the fire. Taste the love, the Lucifer. Warrior calls down to pick up my grip. Blood on the tracks to find where I've been. Away on the plane on the steady trail. The ashes settle on the widow's wall. Bad boy hoodoo brown. Tom City game may run this town. Peter Bounce to the mall, but dreaded hoodoo brown. Utah pennies in the wishing well. A no liberator to post your bail. Swirling clouds and the finger is gone. Pointing down at the chosen forlorn. Another victim, psychotic reaction. Hammer of the gods, smiting the earth, shattering the plains of deliverance death. Borrowing hopelessness, all up the phylum. There's no asylum. No asylum. Hooded overlord.
All right, so that is a little bit of Leather Duchess. Now, where can you find them? You can find them on Spotify. If you like the physical media like I do, you can go to leatherduchess.com, leatherduchess.com. I can't thank you guys enough for watching. If you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I think it's there. And if you want to see that Tyler Heath interview, you're probably going to be right about here. I'll link it up. And I really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you up on the next video. Thanks.